To President Biden lashing out at the International Criminal Court as it seeks arrest warrant for top Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Netanyahu, for alleged crimes against humanity. Our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, has more. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Michael. Well, President Biden has made clear he has some reservations about how Israel is handling this war. He wishes Netanyahu would take a more targeted approach. But this morning, President Biden is fiercely defending the prime minister, adamant there is no equivalence between Israel's conduct and that of Hamas, and calling the application for Netanyahu's arrest outrageous. This morning, President Biden rallying to Israel's defense in blunt terms.
What's happening is not genocide. We reject that. We're going to always stand with Israel and the threats against its security.
Biden outraged, denouncing the International Criminal Court as its prosecutor seeks a global arrest warrant for both Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar for war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Whatever these warrants may imply, there is no equivalence between Israel and Hamas.
The court's top prosecutor, Karim Khan, accusing Netanyahu and his defense minister, Yoav Gallant, of deliberately starving Palestinians by choking off aid and deliberately targeting civilians in conflict. The Hamas-run health ministry saying over 35,000 people have been killed.
Unfortunately, these crimes continue to this day. Israel, like all states, has the right to defend its population. Those rights, however, do not absolve Israel of its obligations to comply with international humanitarian law.
The ICC, which investigates and tries individuals accused of the gravest crimes, also charging 3 senior leaders of Hamas for the October 7th attack that killed roughly 1,200 people and launched the war, accusing them of murder, torture, rape, and hostage-taking. Netanyahu calling the charges against him absurd.
What a travesty of justice. What a disgrace.
And blasting the comparison to Hamas.
The ICC has no jurisdiction over Israel, and Mr. Khan's actions will not stop us from waging our just war against Hamas.
Now, 3 judges will decide in the coming weeks whether or not to issue these arrest warrants. And if they do, then Netanyahu could face arrest in any of the nations that are party to the court. Guys, that does not include the U.S., but does include most of Europe.
All right, Mary, thank you so much for that. And, George, you're going to be speaking to Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Yeah, he will be live in the 8 o'clock hour.
You're going to have a lot to talk to him about. Okay, George.